Hey, what's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we've got my Grand Cherokee up on the jack. We have a lift kit. I believe it's a 2.5 in the front, 1.5 in the rear. It should level it out. I already jacked it up to this little sketch on the grass, but it was raked down pretty bad. So I'm gonna get started. I'm gonna snatch the wheels off and we're gonna take a look at how bad this is gonna be to do. I've done one before, so it really shouldn't be terrible as long as the suspension's gonna come down far enough to get up here. And I may have to cut the studs on the struts. I'm not 100% sure. I really need to replace these struts, but I didn't order them yet, so we're just gonna go with what we got. So I'm gonna get these tires off and we're gonna do some inspection. So y'all stay tuned and see what we've got. Alright y'all, so what we're working with on this front side, so I know we're gonna have to take this off and pull all this out, because we gotta get these top ones out that are under the hood. Probably sway bar link, probably this one down here, maybe here, and then I'm hoping I'm not gonna have to pull that axle out because I don't know if I have one big enough for that. We just gotta get that down far enough so we can pull that shock out. We can put the spacer up top. So I'm gonna start yanking some stuff off and I'm gonna see how far we can get. So y'all stay tuned and see how we get. Alright y'all, here we got it. So we took tie rod off, sway bar off. We got this from the top under the hood, and the upper ball joint and strut just slides right out. I'm gonna leave the bottom one on for now. I have a feeling I'm gonna have to take it off though to get that back in there, but we're gonna try. So we're gonna grab a spacer. We're gonna see if I'm gonna have to trim these down or not, which it's gonna be close. I'm gonna check. I kind of hope I don't have to, because all I have is my Sawzall right now, so that would suck, but let's check and find out. Here we go. Spacer goes right on top and I don't even have to trim. So I'm gonna pull it off real quick so I can get the nuts in there. I'm gonna get all the nuts tight. And then we're gonna figure out how to shove it back in there. But I have a feeling I'm gonna have to take this lower mount off so I can drop the shock down some more to get it back in. But we're gonna find out. I'll put y'all up and y'all can watch me either fail or maybe succeed. Let's find out.
A few moments later.
Alright y'all, so we got it in. As you can see, we had to get the fucking strut compressor because it would not go in. Any which way I tried, I couldn't get it to work. So we're getting our all buttoned up. I gotta get the strut compressor out, get it all buttoned back together. And this is just one side, and I think I've been going at it for 2 hours. It has kicked my butt, but I think we got it. The issue I ran into is this bolt down here. So I took the nut off. As you can see, I beat the shit out of it because it wouldn't come out. So I got the nut off and I got it to move a little bit, but it would not come out to save my life. It just wouldn't do it. So we had to do the hard way. I got it. I ended up taking this one off. I ended up taking the lower ball joint off, pulled the whole freaking hub out. But I tried not to take the axle out as much as possible, so I just moved it out of the way. Got it in. Got to get the compressor off. Got to get everything buttoned up. Got to get the other side done. Then we'll see how she looks. Y'all stay tuned. Alright, y'all. Got it tore apart, equal as the other side. But this time, I'm going to put the spacer on. I'm going to put the compression tool on. And I'm going to hope it's just going to go in there. Is it going to happen? Probably not. But that's what we're going to try. And I don't want to have to take the whole lower off on this side too, because that shit took forever. So y'all stand by. Let me see. I'm going to get this on. I'm going to set y'all up, and then we'll see if we can get her put up in there. Alright, y'all, here's the front done. You can tell big difference. She squatted up really nice. Not nice, it's actually pretty shitty, but she squatted pretty good right now with the front. Definitely gonna have to go with a bigger tire. I kind of figured. But yeah, kind of kicked my ass a little bit. Took me like fucking 4 hours to get just the front done. So we're gonna go pull her over, back it up, start tearing the back apart. I mean, you can tell she's real lean back. So hopefully that 1.5 inch in the rear is gonna level her out. I think she'll look pretty good. Might do slightly bigger tire, maybe a little bit wheel spacer, poke it out a little bit, and she'll be good looking. So y'all stay tuned. Let's finish up the rear and see how she looks. Go. Here it is, rear up on the jack stands. And honestly, I think I got it right about to where it should sit. Actually looks pretty good. Granted, it's a little off the ground right now, but she's gonna look good. So we're gonna snatch tires off. This rear is literally one bolt. So as long as the bolt holding that bump stop in place is not busted, it should be easy. However, the last one I did, we ended up having to weld and everything to get that sumbitch off. So wish me luck. I'm gonna get started. I'm gonna get the wheels off. I'm gonna see how bad it's gonna be, and I'll keep y'all going. Stay tuned. Alright, y'all, so on the rear, I already did the other side. Turns out that the bolts that they sent were too long, so I had to go to the store and get new ones. Big issue on the other end, I ended up having to weld a new nut in the hole because it pulled it all the way out. Long story short, I broke it, I fixed it, I got the right shit. So, for this side, it's pretty simple. You pull out this bump stop right here, and sometimes they're a pain in the butt because they just fall apart like this one is. That's awesome. Let's see if we can shove something up in here. Damn it. Well, maybe not. There it comes. Alright, pull the bump stop out and just let it roll away, whatever. So you've got strut mount, or shock mount, take off here, and your sway bar, take off. That drops the axle way down. You can see the spring is loose. And then you just gotta push that, and let me set you up so I can use both hands. Push down and pull it out. This one is off. A lot tighter. What are we hitting on? Ah, right there. Son of a bitch. Alright, so I'm going to take these two off real quick. that's going to clear up. Push down and pull out the spring, like so. And then we take our 15. Pop that out. Take the rubber isolator off. And we're going to take our spacer, our isolator, and then take the bolt out. Put that back in. New hardware, and thread it into place. Let me grab the right socket. And tighten. Nice. And seems like these are too long too. Interesting. Just gonna throw another washer on it. Alright, so there we go. So now that that's in there tight, hopefully it'll push down enough to put the spring back in. And this doesn't, it goes a certain way, but it doesn't matter a whole lot. And we push down, get it all the way into place, and spin it so your spring sets right. And we'll jack it up and we'll get these two back where they need to go. And that's all that comes to it with the rear. All right, y'all, so with the lift on, the rear of this was still sitting a little bit lower than the front. And when I hook my trailer up to it, it sags really bad. So I got these, which I plan on putting on here anyways. So I'm gonna take this out. I got a bolt up here. And we've got one bolt and a nut down on the bottom, which actually the nut's welded, so it's just a bolt. So bolt there, pull that whole thing out. I'm gonna put these in place here to hopefully not only level out the rear, but also make towing the buggy easier. So y'all, stand by, I'm gonna get it up, and we're gonna see how she looks. All right, y'all, there it is. I think that's gonna help a lot, at least I hope it will. I mean, the rears were blown anyway, so they need to be replaced. Had to use a little bit of heat, a little bit of PP blaster on that rear bottom mount, because it's pretty seized on there. Once it came off, 2 bolts plus a sway bar. She's done. I'm gonna knock out the other side and then we're gonna show you how it looks. All right, y'all, check it out. She looks pretty good. It's a little low in the back, just a little, but that's all right. With those new rear shocks, it definitely helped. It was super low back here without those. But now it might be about 1 inch. Right now the tires turn, so it's kind of hard to measure, but it really does not look bad at all. With those new shocks, I'm gonna go hook it up to the trailer, and I want to see how bad she's gonna sag. If it rides any different, it definitely rides better with those shocks without a load back here. So it really just depends on how it rides with the trailer. So luckily I'm taking the side-by-side to a buddy's house for the holidays. So I'm gonna go get it hooked up and see how it looks. So y'all stay tuned to see how she does. Alright y'all, here it is with the trailer on it, with the buggy. And it's a little lower in the back, but I don't think it's any more than it was without the trailer, to be honest with you. And it's a little dark to tell. Sun kind of gone down on me, but let's see. Heck yeah. Those new shocks really helped with that bad rebound it used to have. Here's old girl ready to go. We'll see how she pulls it. Alright y'all, thanks for watching the video. This thing's coming along pretty good. I think I'm going to throw the roof rack on it soon with the light bars and everything, get everything wired up. And then maybe some new tires. These look, I really like these wheels, but I really want a bigger tire. So I'm debating on just getting tires or buying rims and tires. So y'all stay tuned. We got more coming for this thing. I want to go take it off-road. There's a couple trails around here that I want to go to. I know it's just all-wheel drive with no locker, and it's a V6, but it should do pretty well. So y'all stay tuned. Like, comment, subscribe, and stay tuned for more. Appreciate it.